It's no secret that sharks are voracious eaters with insatiable appetites. These apex predators aren't picky. They'll devour just about anything they can sink their teeth into, whether it's another fish or an unexpected object like a stray rubber boot. Sharks are known for their indiscriminate eating habits, and their stomachs have revealed some truly bizarre finds. From a shark that consumed its aquarium tankmate to one that swallowed a 42-pound cannonball, here are 15 of the wildest things ever eaten by sharks. Number 15. Full-size dolphin. I think now we're starting to learn that sharks will eat just about anything, and this is definitely true for the tiger shark. They are notoriously non-fussy eaters, commonly known as garbage cans of the ocean. Dolphins, on the other hand, are known as fun-loving, playful creatures that on the odd occasion have put themselves in the way of humans and sharks as a line of defense. Tiger sharks' appetites cause them trouble as they move through the ocean, devouring just about anything, including license plates, fur coats, and even old boots. We know that these sharks eat anything. However, scientists have still been left shocked after recent findings. At the Gulf Coast Research Laboratory, scientists were dissecting a massive 9-foot-long tiger shark as part of their latest research. They were left bewildered when they discovered the bones of an adult, 7-foot-long dolphin filling its stomach. How on earth did the tiger shark manage to swallow such a fish? Scientists were baffled by the size of the dolphin and the fact that it was actually in there. How the dolphin became dinner for the shark is another mystery, as they usually travel in packs to protect one another. I just can't have been this dolphin's lucky day. Number 14. A bulldog. Even man's best friend isn't safe from the jaws of these menacing creatures. Yeah, you heard it here. This shark put a bulldog on its menu. These dogs can grow up to 25 kilograms, so it would definitely make for a good meal. This tiger shark was caught in Sydney Harbor with the bulldog, or at least part of the bulldog, found within its stomach. The head and forelegs were found after fishermen dissected the shark to have a closer look at what was inside. In 2017, beach lifeguards warned beachgoers to keep hold of their dogs after dogs were pinched by the water by sharks swimming in the area. The tiger shark in this instance was definitely not fussy, as it even ate the leash that was still tied around the beloved pet's neck. There have been many cases of dogs being gobbled up as they're enjoying a swim, completely unaware of the monsters that lurk beneath. It might be best to keep them on the beach. Better safe than sorry. Number 13. Big shark eats little shark in Seoul Aquarium. An 8-year-old female shark once lived with a male companion in a Seoul aquarium, but things took a dramatic turn one day in January 2016. SeoEX aquarium staff in South Korea witnessed the sand tiger shark devouring the smaller 5-year-old shark. With a meter's difference in size, this battle to the death was said to be like a turf war. The gruesome attack happened late on a Thursday evening and lasted for quite some time. Or rather, swimming to an even bigger sand tiger shark. I mean, it would take some chewing to swallow a whole shark, wouldn't it? Obviously, the aquarium staff weren't feeding the larger female enough, so she took it upon herself to help herself to a quick snack. Unfortunately, that snack was her tank mate. Once the struggle was over, the female shark could be seen swimming around the tank, munching away. In fact, the tail of the shark could still be seen hanging out 21 hours later. Aquarium staff said that these types of sharks have a very slow and uncooperative digestive system, meaning that it took 4 to 5 days to completely swallow the other shark. If that isn't bad enough, after a week, the shark pretty much vomited its stomach contents back up again. Imagine having to clean that up. According to experts, the attack wasn't hunger-induced. It was simply based on the fact that the female shark had decided to mark its own territory that day. She decided that the aquarium was hers, and the male shark was just in the wrong place at the wrong time. Number 12. Chicken coop. This may just be the craziest thing swallowed by a shark I've heard of so far. And to add to the confusion, this one is a land animal. Yeah, a land animal. It just doesn't make sense. Why would they venture out into the open ocean? 1 foot into the freezing cold waters would have had them scuttling back to the safety of the beach. Surely, tiger sharks eat many things. They are notorious for eating anything they can find, from the remains of dolphins, dugongs, sea turtles, sea snakes, drums, unexploded munitions, and it would seem an entire chicken coop. Yeah, that's right. I'm not insane. In 2010, Marcus Drayman was out catching, tagging, and releasing sharks for research when he pulled up a baby tiger shark. The shark looked normal enough until it started coughing up feathers. He thought the shark might have eaten a seagull or another seabird, but on close inspection of the feather, he concluded it belonged to a brown thrasher. These birds live inland and amongst the forest, so it was very unusual that this situation could have even occurred. The chicken coop, likely washed out to sea during a storm or fallen from a boat, became an unexpected meal for the shark. The tiger shark, known for its opportunistic feeding habits, would have seen the coop as an easy target. The discovery of the coop in the shark's stomach highlights the adaptability and curiosity of these predators. It also serves as a reminder of the impact human activities can have on marine life, even in the most unexpected ways. The incident raises questions about how such a large object ended up in the ocean and what other unusual items might be lurking in the depths. Turns out the shark had eaten the entire chicken coop, along with all of the birds housed inside. My guess is this must have fallen off a boat, surely. What do you think? Number 11. Tires. Tires are found everywhere. On cars, trailers, motorbikes, scooters, burnt out and abandoned on the countryside, but I've never heard of any being found inside of an animal. Why would anything want to eat an old rubber tire? I couldn't imagine it tasting very good, but perhaps I'm wrong. Can't say I'm going to taste test. I'll leave that up to this guy. In the early 70s, some extremely intelligent environmental activists dumped about 1 million tires into the ocean off the Gulf of Mexico. They did this to try and create a man-made reef. It was hoped the reef would promote the growth of wildlife, and it was a good way to use some of the old tires lying about. The idea was a complete failure, causing problems and pollution in the waterway, not to mention the health risks to the creatures living under the surface. The tires, instead of forming a reef, broke apart and scattered across the ocean floor, creating a hazardous environment for marine life. Sharks, known for their curiosity and indiscriminate eating habits, began to mistake the tires for prey, leading to the ingestion of rubber fragments. The presence of tires in the ocean has had long-lasting effects on the ecosystem, disrupting the natural habitat of many species. The discovery of tires in shark stomachs serves as a stark reminder of the unintended consequences of human actions on the environment. These tires were even found in the stomachs of sharks living in the area. In fact, many have become so accustomed to tires in the sea that they're still occasionally found today with tire rubber in their stomachs. Seriously, these guys are not fussy. Now it's time for today's topic. In a shocking and almost unbelievable incident off the coast of Thailand, a group of fishermen claimed to have witnessed the craziest thing ever swallowed by a shark. The story began when a local fishing boat spotted a massive great white shark circling their vessel. At first, they thought it was just another large predator drawn to their catch, but what happened next left them horrified. As the shark surfaced, its enormous jaws opened wide, revealing something unimaginable: a young boy, alive, clinging to the inside of the shark's mouth. The fishermen immediately sprang into action, using poles and nets to distract the shark. Miraculously, the boy managed to push himself free and was pulled aboard the boat, shaken but alive. The boy, later identified as a local villager, had been swept out to sea by a strong current while playing near the shore. He recounted how the shark had approached him but, strangely, didn't attack. Instead, it seemed to carry him in its mouth, almost as if it were protecting him. While some call the boy's survival a miracle, others are skeptical. Locals whisper that the story is a hoax, crafted to entertain tourists and draw attention to the area. Whether fact or fiction, the tale has left many intrigued and unsettled. Number 10. Cannonball. Made of solid iron or stone and weighing anywhere up to 42 pounds, a cannonball is the last thing on my list to try and eat, but it's still on there. It would have to be a very unrewarding thing to consume, like a gobstopper with no sweet taste or crunchy end. In the West Indies in 1823, a shark was caught. Now that's not exactly unusual, but when fishermen began the gutting process, they came across a large, weighted object deep within its stomach. How it got there? No one's too sure, but some speculate that it was found on the seabed and eaten, whereas others suggest that pirates may have weighed down their victims and thrown them overboard. Perhaps the shark then feasted on the corpse and accidentally engulfed the cannonball in the process. The cannonball, likely a relic from a naval battle or pirate skirmish, would have been an unusual find for the shark. The shark, driven by its insatiable appetite, might have mistaken the cannonball for a large fish or other prey. The fact that the shark managed to swallow such a heavy object is a testament to its strength and determination. This bizarre discovery highlights the unpredictable nature of the ocean and the strange items that can end up in a shark's stomach. The cannonball's journey from the seabed to the shark's stomach is a reminder of the ocean's ability to conceal and reveal its secrets in unexpected ways. Whatever the case, I can't imagine much chewing was involved. It wouldn't be possible. What we can learn from this finding, however, is that sharks are obviously extremely strong. In this case, the cannonball weighed 6 pounds. That's a lot of extra weight for a small shark to be carrying around as it swims and hunts its prey. It'd be the equivalent of us having a ball and chain attached to our leg all day. Sounds uncomfortable to me. Number 9. A whole sea lion. When I think about sharks, I picture rows of razor-sharp teeth waiting to rip its next victim into small bite-sized pieces. So when I hear about sharks eating prey whole, I can't really get my head around the concept at all. Not only do they have a lot of teeth, they must have one enormous throat. One of the biggest mako sharks ever caught was dissected and its organs donated to science. The scientists used the shark's organs to see exactly what the huge shark dined on. The results were pretty incredible. The shark weighed in at a massive 590 kilograms and is said to have eaten just about anything. This was confirmed when scientists discovered an entire sea lion completely intact inside the shark. The sea lion, likely caught off guard by the shark's speed and power, would have had little chance to escape. The mako shark, known for its incredible agility and strength, is capable of taking down prey much larger than itself. The fact that the sea lion was swallowed whole is a testament to the shark's ability to consume large meals in one go. This discovery provides valuable insight into the feeding habits of mako sharks, which are often misunderstood. The sea lion's size and weight would have made it a challenging meal, but the shark's powerful jaws and flexible throat allowed it to succeed. This event highlights the brutal efficiency of nature's predators and the delicate balance of the ocean's ecosystem. Now, the sea lion wouldn't be the smallest creature to try and swallow all at once, would it? I don't know about you, but I can't even fathom the logistics of such a mission. Was the sea lion in the wrong place at the wrong time? Or was it that the shark was extremely hungry at the exact moment it came into view? The study by scientists has proved quite helpful, providing an insight into what is eating what down in the depths. It also helps refine the ocean's food chain, which is an important aspect in managing conservation of the ocean's ecosystems. Number 8. A horse's head. If you thought the chicken coop was odd, this one's pretty much unbelievable. In fact, it sounds like something straight out of a Hollywood blockbuster. Except it's actually true. An entire horse head was found in the stomach of an 11-foot tiger shark captured on the coast of Australia. Certainly makes you wonder where the rest of it ended up. Perhaps the shark shared it with his friends. The horse, likely cooling off in the shallow waters, would have been an easy target for the shark, which is known for its opportunistic feeding habits. The shark's powerful jaws and sharp teeth would have made quick work of the horse's head, severing it cleanly from the body. The rest of the horse's remains might have been scattered across the ocean floor, becoming a feast for other marine scavengers. This gruesome discovery highlights the unpredictable nature of the ocean and the dangers that lurk beneath its surface. The horse's owner, upon realizing what had happened, must have been devastated, as horses are often considered beloved companions. This incident serves as a stark reminder of the importance of keeping animals safe from potential predators, even in seemingly calm waters. It sounds crazy, but apparently it's not the first time a horse has had an encounter with a shark. In 2005, while swimming in a Brisbane, Australia river, a 500-kilogram racing horse was caught by a hungry bull shark. The shark dragged the horse underwater where it proceeded to attack the back of it for roughly 15 seconds before retreating. The owner pulled the horse to shore and it was fortunate to survive the unusual attack, with very little damage done. Researchers say that bull sharks in the area attack when there's little fish moving through the waterways. But back to the head. This shark obviously won its fight with its four-legged victim. It is suspected that the horse was cooling off near the beach water when the shark attacked and bit its head clean off. It might have been a tasty treat for the shark, but could you imagine the shock and horror felt by the owner of the poor horse? That would seriously put you off exercising your horse near water again. Number 7. A full suit of armor. An ancient knight? Close to it. This shark swallowed a full suit of armor. I can't think what would be in the least appetizing about that. But hey, what would I know? A story from French naturalist Guillaume Rondelet says that in the 16th century, a great white shark was pulled ashore and dissected. Little did the fisherman know that he would find an entire suit of knight's armor within the stomach of the shark. The armor, likely lost during a naval battle or a shipwreck, had lain at the bottom of the ocean for years before the shark encountered it. The shark, mistaking the metallic sheen of the armor for the glint of a seal's fur, must have lunged at it with its usual ferocity. The idea of a shark swallowing a suit of armor is both terrifying and fascinating, as it speaks to the sheer power and determination of these apex predators. The armor, designed to protect a knight in battle, proved no match for the shark's powerful jaws and insatiable hunger. This bizarre discovery raises questions about the shark's ability to consume such a large and unwieldy object. How did it manage to swallow the armor without choking or injuring itself? The shark's stomach, a place where the unexpected often ends up, became the final resting place for this medieval relic. The great white shark is known as the ocean's largest predator, and as the biggest predator, it has a big appetite. These sharks usually eat sea mammals, so the shark probably thought the man wearing the suit of armor was a seal. It's an impressive feat to eat a suit of armor. Scientists now say that the shark would have had to swallow the suit whole, as it would be nearly impossible to bite through. The mind really does boggle. Number 6. A bottle of wine. When visiting France, you need to try the wine. Well, at least according to the sharks that live there, or so we've heard. In 1942, a French fishing boat pulled up a blue shark just off the coast. The shark obviously felt the need for a tipple with one of its meals because, once gutted, a nice 12-pound bottle of wine was found in its stomach. The Portuguese Madeira bottle of wine was found completely intact, with the contents still drinkable inside. What a catch! The bottle, likely tossed overboard from a passing ship or lost during a storm, had somehow survived the journey to the ocean floor. The shark, perhaps intrigued by the bottle's shape or the way it glinted in the water, decided to make it part of its meal. It's a curious thought. What could have driven the shark to swallow something so unusual? Maybe it was curiosity, or perhaps the bottle's movement in the water mimicked that of prey. The fact that the bottle remained intact is a testament to the craftsmanship of its makers, as well as the shark's ability to swallow large objects without damaging them. This bizarre discovery adds to the long list of strange items found in shark stomachs, proving once again that they'll eat just about anything. The fishermen, upon finding the bottle, must have been both amused and amazed, realizing they had stumbled upon a unique piece of history. While a shark's stomach acid is incredibly strong, it obviously wasn't a match for the glass bottle. It's uncertain how the bottle of wine made its way into the ocean, let alone why it was still full. But what is certain is that the shark must have swallowed it whole in order to keep it intact, missing out on the pleasant drop inside. The pure glass bottle was obviously well maintained, not releasing any chemicals into the shark and causing premature death. I wonder if the fisherman enjoyed the wine with his pan-fried shark that night. Number 5. A medieval medallion. A 13th or early 14th century Portuguese medallion would be worth a lot of money, right? You'd want to keep it safe and out of the clutches of any thieves, right? I know I would. What would you say then if I told you that this priceless metal was stolen by a thief that lurks on the deep, dark depths of the ocean floor? Well, it just so happens that this was the case, and the medallion traveled halfway across the world inside the shark's stomach. A Malaysian fisherman caught a small shark and brought it home for dinner. When preparing the shark that evening, his wife found the valuable disc within its stomach. The medallion, likely lost during a shipwreck centuries ago, had lain undisturbed on the ocean floor until the shark mistook it for prey. Its shiny surface, reflecting the dim light of the deep sea, might have resembled a fish or some other edible object. The shark, driven by instinct, swallowed it whole, unaware of its historical significance. This discovery is a reminder of how the ocean holds countless secrets, waiting to be uncovered in the most unexpected ways. The medallion's journey from the depths of the sea to the fisherman's kitchen is nothing short of extraordinary. It's a testament to the unpredictable nature of the ocean and the treasures it can yield. The fisherman's wife, upon finding the medallion, must have been both shocked and delighted, realizing the potential value of the artifact. This find not only provided a meal for the family but also a piece of history that could change their lives. It's believed that the medallion had likely sat on the seafloor for hundreds of years before accidentally being eaten by the young shark, seeing its reflection as a smaller fish. The fisherman would be counting his lucky stars. Not only did he catch a shark to feed his family, he also snared himself a valuable medallion in the process. Number 4. A reindeer. The North American reindeer can grow to a huge 180 kilograms and to a height of 150 centimeters. This would be a crazy meal for a shark, but what's crazier is that a shark was able to consume an entire reindeer and keep it completely intact. I doubt it was very comfortable swallowing its antlers. This poor victim was found in the stomach of a Greenland shark. Reindeer are predominantly land-based animals, so how on earth was it found in a shark? One theory suggests the reindeer might have been crossing a frozen river or lake when the ice gave way, plunging it into the frigid waters below. Another possibility is that the reindeer was already dead, perhaps from exhaustion or predation, and its carcass drifted into the ocean. The Greenland shark, with its keen sense of smell, would have detected the scent of decay from miles away. These sharks are known to be opportunistic feeders, and a reindeer, even a large one, would be an irresistible meal. The shark's powerful jaws and slow, deliberate feeding style would allow it to consume the reindeer whole, antlers and all. It's a stark reminder of how the boundaries between land and sea can blur in the Arctic, where survival is a constant struggle. The reindeer's antlers, which can span over a meter, would have posed a significant challenge for the shark, but hunger often overrides discomfort. This bizarre encounter highlights the adaptability of Greenland sharks, which thrive in some of the harshest conditions on Earth. Scientists believed that this was most likely a weak animal that got too close to the subarctic waters, or in this case, it may have died in the water. The scavenger then finding it and making a meal. These Greenland sharks are known for their long lifespan, living between 300 and 500 years. They're attracted to the smell of rotting flesh, so the theory that the reindeer was already dead makes a lot of sense. A savage shark, they live in below freezing waters, so fortunately there's little chance of running into one. That's a relief, wouldn't you say? Number 3. Polar bear. If you think things couldn't get any crazier, you'd be wrong. This one involves a polar bear, a big white 450 kilogram Arctic circle bear. Not quite, but close. Scientists studying the Greenland shark's hunting habits came across a very unusual sight when they began searching through its stomach lining. What they found had never been seen before. During the dissection, they found part of a young polar bear's jaw. The discovery sent shockwaves through the scientific community, as it raised questions about the Greenland shark's behavior and diet. Could these slow-moving, deep-sea predators actually take down a polar bear, one of the Arctic's most formidable creatures? The idea seems almost unbelievable, but nature is full of surprises. Perhaps the bear was already weakened or injured, making it an easy target for the shark. Alternatively, the shark might have stumbled upon the bear's carcass floating in the icy waters, seizing the opportunity for an unusual meal. The Arctic is a harsh environment, and survival often means taking advantage of whatever food is available. The Greenland shark, known for its scavenging habits, might have simply been in the right place at the right time. This discovery also highlights the interconnectedness of Arctic ecosystems, where land and sea predators occasionally cross paths. The shark's ability to consume such a large and unexpected prey item speaks to its adaptability and resilience. How it got to be there remains a mystery. Was it a shark attack ending in consumption, or was it simply a shark scavenging on the remnants of the bear's carcass? Researchers say that the 10-centimeter bone fragment would have belonged to a young bear, no more than 3 years old. However, a 3-year-old polar bear would still put up a bit of a fight, would it not? This unique find has scientists scratching their heads. Does the Greenland shark attack live bears? If so, it provides more proof that these sharks really are scavengers, eating anything they can find. This might be part of the reason they can grow up to 7 meters in length and weigh more than a ton. Number 2. Porcupine. This meal may have been quite the shock to the shark as the spines wound their way through its mouth and throat. It'd be like swallowing a series of toothpicks after cleaning your teeth. That wouldn't be very comfortable and probably hurt a lot. This next crazy thing that a shark has swallowed will leave you quivering in the thought of porcupine. The tiger shark is clearly a slow learner. I would have thought word would get out amongst the other sharks not to eat some of the crazy things we've heard of, but obviously not. This shark, caught along Bondi Beach in Australia, was found with porcupine spines in its stomach. One can only imagine the shark's confusion as it bit into what it thought was a tasty meal, only to be met with a mouthful of sharp quills. The porcupine, likely already dead and floating in the water, must have seemed like an easy target. But as the shark began to swallow, the spines would have lodged themselves in its throat, causing immense discomfort. It's a wonder the shark didn't spit it out immediately, but hunger can make even the most cautious predator take risks. The porcupine's quills, designed to deter predators on land, proved just as effective in the ocean. This bizarre encounter serves as a reminder that even the ocean's top predators can make mistakes. The shark's stomach, a place where the unexpected often ends up, became the final resting place for this spiky meal. It's a testament to the shark's resilience that it managed to swallow the porcupine at all, though it likely regretted the decision soon after. It normally feeds off squid, octopus, small reef fish, boxfish, and puffers. Even though they are the second most dangerous fish after the great white, I would never have thought they'd be so desperate to eat a porcupine. It's suspected that the shark was drawn by the smell of the decaying dead porcupine which died in the water. But it's still a shock to see the spines within the shark's digestive system. Maybe that's what killed it. Who knows? Number 1. The fur coat. The tiger shark clearly has the most intriguing taste buds of any animal I've ever heard of. In this case, it also has an extremely expensive taste at that, although I'm not certain why. This shark decided it would like a fur coat, but not to keep it warm. Nothing that original. When dissected, a fur coat was found inside this tiger shark. The coat was on display in the early 1990s as part of a traveling expedition located in the Natural History Museum of Los Angeles. It somehow found its way into the waterway and, voila, became the shark's lunch. One can only imagine the bizarre journey the coat took. Perhaps it was swept off a yacht during a storm or carelessly left on a pier. Maybe it was even part of a dramatic movie scene gone wrong. The shark, mistaking it for a seal, must have lunged at it with its usual ferocity, only to find itself chewing on something far less satisfying. The coat's luxurious fur, likely made from mink or fox, would have been a stark contrast to the shark's usual diet of fish and marine mammals. It's almost poetic in a way, a predator of the deep consuming a symbol of human vanity. The shark's stomach, a place where the unexpected often ends up, became the final resting place for this high-fashion item. It's insane to imagine that someone was on a beach wearing a fur coat. Fur coats would usually be worn to keep someone warm. And with that in mind, who goes to the beach when it's cold? This person actually deserved to lose their coat. They're clearly a bad person. At first glance, the fur resembles that of a fur seal, a delicious treat for a hungry shark. Unfortunately, the shark was probably disappointed though, as unlike a seal, the fur coat didn't contain any meat. Predators of the deep and among the largest creatures in the ocean, sharks are relentless when it comes to mealtime. Many will devour almost anything in their path, including other sharks, pieces of clothing, and even objects that fall from passing boats. Unlike humans, they're far from picky eaters. So, the next time you're in the ocean, keep an eye out for that telltale fin. I know I will. Also, don't forget to check out our other fascinating content appearing on screen right now. See you next time.